Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. Turn back now at your own risk. What's up, everyone, and welcome to TVCaptive.com presents the As Seen on TV podcast for Once Upon a Time, Season 3, Episode 20, Kansas. This week, Emma loses her magic to save Hook's life, Regina becomes a true hero, and Zelina is defeated. But the spell has been cast. But first, I'm your host, Dom, and with me I have my co-hosts, Cactus Juice.
Hello.
A.K.A. Miss Clio.
Clio.
Miss Clio.
Hi.
How's it going? And below me, I have a bottle of hairspray.
I have hairspray. It's either that or Tums.
So, what do you guys think of this episode?
Oh, things are getting juicy.
I think it's the best episode of the season.
I just like the fact it's really telling Zelina's backstory, where she's going from, what she's been through.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, show.
We got to see a lot more of Zelina's past, but it's not quite the past we were expecting. When we saw the previews, we saw Zelina when she was, normal skin colored, and we assumed this was before she turned green. But it was still after. It was after the fact. So and then we also met the other three witches of Oz. I don't know, what was your guys' opinions on the whole flashback portion of our show?
There wasn't enough of the other two witches. It was just like, oh, hey, we're sort of just going to sit here.
Yeah. We're going to sit here and drink the tea or whatever it is in our cup.
Yeah.
But Glinda seems like she has another side to her, that she's a little more... She's not so goody-goody. I don't know, that's the feeling I got from her.
Yeah. Because she's speaking to Zelina with this, like, no, I was bad and I chose to change. So can you. Yeah. I don't think she tried hard enough.
I think she,
Glinda
the whole...
didn't try hard enough?
Yeah.
The whole prophecy, I think that's what she was focused on mostly. So she knew that Zelina was... Maybe she was trying to change Zelina. I don't know, but...
I know. I mean, she hoped that Zelina could become good, but then she, Dorothy came along and then just didn't try anymore with Zelina. She's like, oh.
I don't think it was necessarily they didn't try. They're trying to make a little girl feel at home, and Zelina's a very jealous person.
Oh, yeah, no, that I get, but it was just...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think she just feels... She just feels like she could be easily replaced. And that all stems from her mom abandoning her.
Yeah.
So she can be easily replaced. And It is what it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, we get to see the whole book of records with the prophecy and all that, and at first it seemed very likely that it was Zelina. Until Dorothy comes crashing in. What did you guys think of Dorothy? We finally got to meet her. She was not Snow White's new baby.
No.
No.
I mean, no. She was Dorothy.
She's Dorothy. She's a little girl. And the actress who portrayed her did it very well. That innocence that I just want to go home.
Yeah.
You guys are all being nice and everything, but I want to go home.
Yeah. What about when she defeated the Wicked Witch with the water? Defeated, I should say.
Yeah, I was like, nah. Zelina's playing.
Yeah,
actually,
something's going on.
Yeah.
It was kind of a freaky scene. It was like, oh my gosh, the way that they had her melting, it was almost like candle wax. It was really kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we were kind of wondering what was going on with the necklace. Because we know it's green in present day, and it was white in every scene that we've seen it in thus far, so we were curious. And then the necklace actually changed when when Zelena had sent Glinda off to the Enchanted Forest. So what do you guys think the significance of the necklace itself changing was?
Well, because the necklace is supposed to represent, like, whichever witch's sphere, I guess. So hers was innocence, and this was her last step in going backwards to who she was when she was trying to get revenge.
Or whoever was the most powerful. I don't know. Maybe all of them turned green after that.
No, because we saw Glinda when Snow went to find, and speak with her, and it was still white. So.
And we did find out that the necklace actually held their powers. So once it's gone, they're powerless.
Mm-hmm. Well, to accept the stone was to accept that it became the embodiment of your power.
Yeah. But made you more powerful.
Yes, because it focused you.
There's always a catch-22.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That kind of takes all her power. It makes her weaker. Like, it makes her stronger, but it makes her weaker. Because before, she didn't have a weakness, so to speak. When it came to her magic, anyway.
Yeah, but...
So she was kind of tricked into that, almost.
I don't think so, because I don't think her power ever would have been in jeopardy if she didn't revert back to evil. If she never reverted back to being wicked, there would be no reason for anyone to try and take her power away.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
So she made herself vulnerable by reverting back to evil, not by taking the necklace.
Yeah, I could see that. So back in present day Storybrooke, it's a boy.
Yeah.
You guys happy about a boy?
I had a feeling it was going to be a boy.
It could have gone either way.
I don't know. I just had a feeling.
But this way, the charming family has an heir to their last name. Yeah. They can continue on in their kingdom if they ever get back to the Enchanted Forest.
Hold on. First off, Snow's the queen.
Okay.
So there's no reason why a woman, why Emma couldn't take the throne.
Well, she could, but then doesn't she take like the last name of the king? And it's just, you know what I mean.
Not if
Emma, I don't think Emma would.
Is that not how Fantasyland works?
Not if you're queen.
No, but I don't think Emma would have done it. So.
Yeah, I don't think that's not really Emma's sphere. So
no,
you're right. She probably wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't even want to stick around. She wants to leave Storybrooke. Henry wants to stay. How do you think that's gonna end up playing out?
They're gonna have to have a conversation first because neither knows the other one is thinking the opposite.
Exactly. I think
they both just think they're on the same page.
She wants that, in a way, she wants that life back because it was quote unquote normal.
Yeah.
But like Hook said, it wasn't real. But it was real to them. But realistically, it wasn't real because it was all fabricated. They got their memories taken away. They had fabrications, of their life together and stuff. So.
Yeah.
But
the year that they lived was real and surreal to them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So is Henry the youngest uncle in the history of the world?
Youngest nephew. Well, the baby's the uncle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the baby. That's what I meant.
The oldest nephew.
Yeah, that's just so weird.
Yeah, no, the baby. Is the baby the youngest uncle?
Because Emma went, you want to go meet your uncle?
Uncle?
Your new uncle?
That's just creepy.
So weird.
Oh, magic.
That family is so fucked up.
I'm so happy that they're so odd, It works.
The one line that Charming threw out, I believe it was it last season? Or yeah, I think it was last season, where he goes, good thing there's not Thanksgiving in our land. It's just that one line has stuck with me all this time because it's every time I think of how crazy this family is. Peter Pan, Rumpel's father, Henry, Neil, like all this stuff, and I'm just like, Thanksgiving would be amazing at their house.
Right? It'd be the family, that you don't invite certain people to Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Like Regina?
No, well now Regina's
Now you'd invite her.
come around for, you fucking saved us all. Thank you. Come to dinner, please.
She did. She totally saved the day. Do you think this was more satisfying than Emma saving the day again?
Yes.
So much more satisfying.
And because it was so far out, it was almost, so far out in left field, you would never have thought.
And it's also, it would have been stupid for them to, not stupid, but it would have been a reach around to try to get Emma's powers back. And it's like,
a reach around.
Just realized the words that came out of my mouth. Anyway, I really like that, Regina steps up and is good. Just as John, I've been slowly losing my mind all day. We're lucky the words coming out of my mouth are coherent.
I do like the fact that, they kind of, when Hook and Emma were walking up and she's like, they were talking about melting and, water and stuff. And then the next scene, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of foreshadowing.
Yeah, and like when Regina finally saves and Robin Hood is like, I have your heart. And then as soon as he picks it up, she blasts her. And I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
But before Regina was able to save the day, Emma ended up sacrificing her powers to save Hook. Why do you think she chose to do this when supposedly she was the only one at the time that could have stopped Zelina?
Because she's not going to let him die.
Yeah. Doesn't matter who he is. She wasn't just going to let somebody die.
Whether she wants to physically, consciously believe it or not, she does have feelings for him.
Yes.
Because she more often than not calls him by his first name than anything else.
Killian.
Well, no one else does.
Well, this half of the season they've been doing it because that's how they introduced him to Henry.
But they kept doing it. They kept doing it afterwards. After Henry knew, they've done it twice now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Sticks, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any doubt that she's got feelings, but it's just.
I'm sorry, I want it.
She can't see it.
She can't.
Not time. She's not ready.
I don't think she thinks she can be happy. I mean, look what happened.
She thinks she can't be happy in this world with.
Yeah, I don't think because look what happened with Neil and then with Walsh. I mean,
she doesn't think she can be safe. Her or Henry can be safe. They'll always be fighting.
And she can't wrap her head around that, I don't think.
It's kind of interesting because we've seen a little shift this season between Emma and Regina. Regina has become more like Emma this season, and Emma has become more like Regina. Because there was a scene where Emma snapped at Henry.
Yeah.
And it's kind of almost completely switching, where Henry's almost looking, not quite, but almost looking at Emma to be the bad guy here. And Regina's the new savior. So they pretty much switch roles. Do you think they're going to push it further with... Because since Emma wants to go back to New York, do you think they're going to push this further, where Henry and Emma end up in a big fight or whatever, and he kind of resents her?
I don't think he'll resent her. But I can see a fight coming with the whole going back to New York thing coming.
Yes.
I can see that, a big fight. But I think it also goes to show with some good, there's always a little bit of evil and vice versa.
Yeah.
You got to have the yin and yang, otherwise there's no.
My dad went, "What, is Regina good now?" And I'm like, "No, she's neither. She's both."
I mean, did you see the look on Regina's face when she locked the necklace away in her vault?
Yeah.
She was very proud of herself.
She had this, like, smug little look on her face, like, who's the baddest bitch in town?
Yep.
Can we talk about Rumple now? Because I'm super pissed at him.
Well, I'm not really pissed because I had a feeling it would happen.
Well, hold
No,
on,
listen
hold on,
though.
hold on,
Listen
hold on.
though.
Hold on, before we get to Rumple, because I just want to segue right into that. But Zelina, at the very beginning of the episode, she walks into the hospital, and she just snatches the baby like it was nothing. Were you guys surprised how powerful she really was?
No, I'm surprised she didn't kill anybody. She's wicked. She's evil. Why is nobody dead?
I mean, even the flying monkeys are after they broke the spell and everything, the flying monkeys reverted back to people. We saw Little John, so Little John wasn't dead, but
yeah, also,
Charming almost killed him.
yeah, no, but Robin was like, don't shoot them, they're our friends. I'm like, what about yesterday? I shot like 10 of them.
Yeah.
Poor Aurora and Philip.
Alright, now they're friends. Yesterday they weren't.
Maybe
Yeah.
Mulan is one of them and they accidentally killed her.
So we see.
Sorry, I had to put it out there.
We see how powerful Zelina was, and then Regina comes over, she stops him or whatever, and then Regina decides to save Zelina. She doesn't want to kill her.
Yes.
Was it for another reason, or do you think she's really trying to be, really trying to be good now?
I think she's not necessarily trying to be like really good, but I think she's trying to give Zelina the same chances that she got. She's trying to give her the same, second chances that Regina got.
Yeah, she's
And
also
Regina
his
got
sister.
and
She's a lot
no
more
matter what,
herself.
she reminds her of herself at that young age when she was pissed off at everyone because her mother killed her boyfriend and blamed it on Snow White. She had to marry the king. All this stuff, crap that her mom put on her. It's like looking in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to do the same thing to her that Snow White did to her. Give her a second chance.
Yeah. And it wasn't just Snow White. Pretty much everybody in town gave her a second chance.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Okay, now we
Except
can
for
talk about Rumple.
Rumple.
So what about Rumple?
Why did he think stabbing her was gonna work?
He just wanted her dead. He didn't want to deal with her anymore.
Dead or not?
She's not dead. She went back into her crystal. The crystal houses her magical powers.
Maybe it was her magic that went back into the crystal, not her.
I think it's her essence that went back into the crystal.
I don't know.
And she can materialize with the right.
But she went back, so I don't know.
But she's coming back. I'm very mad at Rumple for not thinking that maybe this isn't going to kill her,
Rumple's
I'm
not...
also mad because he promised to Belle's fucking face.
No, he did not. He did not promise to her face.
No, he didn't say. She said.
I know he didn't say it. That doesn't fucking matter.
No.
She's like, you gotta promise me, and then I give you the dagger. And he's just like, takes the dagger. And
no, and then he gave it back to her.
He did.
That's right, he did give it back to her.
But,
she's still an asshole.
But it wasn't the real dagger that he gave back.
Yeah, he stole it, so he tricked her.
He did trick her.
Still an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, after all this fucking time, how many times he's lied to her? No, we're done. That's it. I'm mad.
Rumple actually learned something from his father. Followed the lady.
Yeah, but this is fucking... His dad was an asshole, so...
It was kind of...
Job Rumple.
It kind of made me happy to see Zelina actually fucking scared at some points.
I don't know if she was really scared, though.
She was shitting bricks. They would pound down, there probably would have been a pile of bricks underneath her skirts.
She's also a very good actress.
No, she was scared.
Okay. I'm wondering if some part of her knew that she would go back to the crystal.
I don't think she knew.
I'm willing to bet she's alive, but I don't know for sure if the crystal in fact brought her back. We don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
the green cloud, that's her...
It's her magic.
Her magic is a green cloud.
Right. It's not necessarily her. It's her magic.
I guess, but I can't see what.
And we did see other beings have the ability to form this green cloud because the tornado that came in that brought Dorothy
Yeah, but
was
we don't know
not the
what made
doing
the.
of Zelina.
We still don't know what made the green tornado.
No, but it's not Zelina. Zelina didn't even know about Dorothy.
Nope. Maybe it's going back. Maybe it's going to go to Dorothy because Dorothy didn't have any powers. But no, I think it is. I think it's her magic. I don't think it's her. If it is her, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but I wouldn't at the same time. But I think it's her magic.
Yeah.
I think her magic's going back to where it came from. So wherever it originated.
I see. Okay.
But also speaking of
I
Belle
see.
and Rumple.
That could be true, but I still think Zelina's coming back.
Also speaking of Belle and Rumple, though, we did mention last episode that a wedding was coming. I think we were all on the Hook Regina bandwagon.
Hook Regina?
Hook Regina, wow. Hood
Robin Regina.
Hood Regina.
That would be an interesting.
Hook and Regina, yeah.
No.
Robin Hood and Emma, yeah.
Oh, wow, no.
Maid Marian and Little John.
Maid Marian's dead.
It's fine. He's into necrophilia.
Shut up, you munter.
So you guys happy with this choice of a wedding?
Hey, you know what we haven't also heard in a while? Mad Libs.
We have not.
What happened to that?
Mad Libs, I think we got burnt out. They'll be back. They'll be back.
Yeah.
But were you guys expecting Belle and Rumple's wedding?
No. Actually, wow, was not expecting that.
I mentioned it last week. It didn't completely surprise me because I knew, like, the line before he said it, I was like, "Will you marry me?" And then he said, "Will you marry me?" And I was like, "Called it."
Mm-hmm.
I know. Well, once he was talking to her, so
of course, yeah. Once that whole
going
conversation started, but it was just like I said it before he did. It was like,
but I know I would.
We ruled out Emma and Hook. We knew that was not going to be a thing, so it came down to Belle and Rumple and Regina and Robin Hood. But I don't know. The Belle and Rumple seem the unlikely of the two, but I don't know.
They've been together the longest.
They have, but at the same time, a lot of their relationship is based on lies.
guess what? It still is.
Well, I think she's kind of, in a way, accepted that for who she, because that's kind of who he is. He's the dark one. That's what the dark one does.
I think she's accepted the lies he's told in the past, but she sees him as changed, and she sees that while he did not explicitly say, "I promise I will never die." Yeah. Yeah.
But here's the thing. He also promised to Neil that he would avenge his death.
Ah.
Yeah.
He made that promise before.
Isn't he old enough and smart enough to know that revenge is fucking stupid?
Regardless, he made a promise. He sticks to his promises. He made that promise before Belle even came to him with the promise, which he never promised her. Mm-hmm. So
I know, but she sees that as he still promised, whether he said the words or not. She sees that as a promise.
No, I don't think she does, because he gave the dagger back.
Okay, listen, but he didn't actually give the dagger back.
But she doesn't know that.
Dagger. So on top of the not promising, he's also tricked her, given her a different dagger.
Oh, I 100% agree. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying from her point of view, she does not believe that he promised anymore, because she's currently holding the dagger in her mind. Not in actuality, but in her mind. There's no promise.
I'm just like super disappointed.
Well, I mean, he probably would have done the same thing if Zelina would have killed Belle. He killed someone that he loved.
It's still really stupid, though.
Well, I mean, he's the dark one. Granted, as much as we would like to think he's changed, he still has that really dark side, and get what he wants, and you hurt him, he's going to hurt you back, kind of thing. And I mean, that's just how he is.
I guess, but he's also supposed to be smart. And revenge never got good things.
Yeah. I'm
I'm no longer on the Rumple bandwagon.
I am.
I did like at first when he stabbed her and she turned into like porcelain or something. I thought someone was behind him, like Regina protecting her or something.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what the fuck that was.
That was weird.
The porcelain thing, it gave me a very flashback. Like, we've been talking about the new Disney movie, The Great and Powerful Oz.
Oh, right. There was a
There's the porcelain
city in Oz that was all made of porcelain.
Yeah, so I don't know if it necessarily has anything directly related to that, but to me, that was kind of like a little nod to that.
Yeah, you're right. It could have something to do with Oz.
Yeah.
I also was almost expecting
hours work.
Yeah. When he stepped out of the saw, I was expecting either like Belle to be there or something.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting.
That would have been very interesting.
I actually went to Barnes & Noble this past week. And
you read?
I grabbed a hardcover copy of Wicked and Son of a Witch. So
oh, cool.
I'll be reading that this summer.
Yes.
You read?
Yes. I read. I Jules Verne is my favorite
Actually,
author.
my mom has those books, and I haven't read them either, so maybe... Let's do a book club, Dom! Let's do a book club!
Let's do it! Let's do it. What? ASO...
Come on, Rachel, you gonna read it too?
ASO BC. As seen on Book
The
Club.
audiobook?
Yes.
Audiobooks. I could do that. Lay by the pool or outside and listen to my book.
Yeah, we'll take turns reading characters over Skype.
That would be so much fun.
Dramatic readings.
And then we'll put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, finally, the last scene, we see the necklace, the smoke coming out, and it reactivates the runes on the ground that Zelina was casting her spell on, the time travel spell. Did it work?
I think it's going back to where it came from.
And something worked.
And it might have came from somewhere in the past or something. I think it's going back to where it came from.
So
it's come from the origin.
So did time travel work?
We'll see, because it looks like Emma's going through that portal.
I didn't see the little thing from next week.
Oh, yeah, in the teaser, Emma falls through.
She falls through.
Well, Hookie's trying to hold on, but he fails. Suck it, Hook.
That very reminiscent of Neil and...
He should have just hooked her right in the shoulder. Held that hook. She wouldn't have gone anywhere.
I don't know what.
She wouldn't have gone anywhere.
Emma and Hook.
Just put the hook in Emma's shoulder?
Yeah. She wouldn't have gone anywhere.
I think his hook was in the ground and he was holding her.
Should have been the other way around. That way, if he slips, he fatally wounds her.
Better yet, he should have jumped in after her.
Maybe he does.
Maybe he does. We don't know.
We don't know. So
we'll have to see.
Next week is the 2-hour season finale. 2 episodes back to back.
Hours. 2 fucking crazy hours.
2 crazy hours. Two episodes back to back.
Hours.
The first episode is called Snowdrifts, and the second episode, the final episode, is called There's No Place Like Home.
That's interesting. I think this is the first 2-part finale I've heard of with 2 different names.
Yes.
The episode.
Well, they treat it as 2 separate episodes, that's why.
Oh yeah, of course, but you know.
So,
Part 1, part 2.
Are you guys ready for the synopsis?
Yeah, let's hear it.
While Mary Margaret and David celebrate naming their son at a coronation in Granny's Diner, great place for that.
All right. They have a church there, people.
Emma and Hook are pulled into Zelina's time portal and find themselves in the enchanted forest of the past. But their quest to discover a way back, they must be careful not to change anything or risk altering their lives of their friends and family, as well as their very own existence.
Ooh.
I called it. I called it. Time travel. I told you. It was coming.
Okay.
No, it wasn't.
The wrong person.
That's not at you. That's it.
Oh.
That's it, Seth.
I never said it wasn't going to be impossible. I just think it was stupid.
You told me they were going to do a bait and switch because we were expecting it from Lost.
I just didn't want it to be, now everything's different, deal with all of these changes, you'll never be able to follow all of them. That's what I didn't want.
That's what I want.
No,
That's
I
what I
can't.
want.
I can't handle that again. My brain can't do it.
No, because
There's too much in Heroes. I can't.
no, because it's like, all right, so we have nothing really to go off of what next season would be, and by now, last season we kind of knew. We knew that there was something coming with other people in the town coming, but we have no hint at what it was. So I'm like, the only hint that there could be is something alters the timeline, because that's kind of what they've been pushing. So even if it's something minor, something that can be corrected, it's going to be dealt with next season. That's what next season is going to be.
Why not? They're in a position where they can leave you on a giant cliffhanger. Hey, you have no fucking clue what's happening next season. Live with that for the next couple months.
Yeah, but
they could totally just pull that at the end.
What are they going to do? Defeat Zelina and then end the season? That's not going to make you want to watch next season.
Well, they defeated Zelina already, so whatever happens in these next 2 episodes, whether Zelina comes back or not.
Maybe they'll go back and have to find out where the magic came from, the origin, and defeat that person, so Zelina never has the magic in the first place.
Glinda.
Maybe.
Glinda, yeah. Like I said, there was something fishy about that woman.
Yeah, I think so too, but I'm not sure that she's...
I don't think she's the origin, but there was just something I got the feeling like, you know what? She's not all that. What she seems.
Yeah, I thought, like she had a past and chose her destiny and chose to follow the path of good. Because clearly she's using the power, love, white magic, light magic, whatever. So she's clearly reformed, whatever she was before.
So when does the Wicked Witch of the East bite it?
Maybe she doesn't bite it.
I was really disappointed Dorothy didn't drop a house on her.
I know, right?
She wasn't evil at that point. When Dorothy drops a house on the Wicked Witch of the East, she was wicked. She was bad.
So, what does Dorothy come back to Oz again?
I don't know. You're right. Maybe now she's got powers, because this was years ago, right? That Dorothy came to Oz?
Yep.
Oh, but she went home.
Yeah, no place like home. Click, click.
Yeah, she's home. So, I don't know.
There was no Tin Man, there was no Lion, there was no Scarecrow. For an episode named Kansas, we didn't even see Kansas.
No. Right, we didn't see Kansas. I don't know.
Maybe we'll see what happens to her when she goes back home.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe she'll meet up with Oz, the great and powerful wizard, because he was from Kansas.
Maybe it's not, our Kansas. Maybe it's like
the
Wendy's London. Maybe it's a different realm.
Let me correct this. Let me correct this now, because I did some more research in the meantime for the different realms. Wendy's London is our London.
Oh.
And
it was
Alice's is a separate realm.
Alice's London is different London.
Yeah, because Neil came to the land without magic and was dropped here in our world and was in Wendy's London, stayed with the Darlings, then was carried off to Neverland, where he didn't age during the time of the curse, and then came back, and that's when he met Emma and all that. So yeah, he was in our realm.
Yeah. Okay.
So. Yep.
Cool beans.
So the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Lion, we get reference to them, obviously, the brain, the heart, the courage. We finally saw Rumple's brain get spun from the golden straw, which was kind of weird.
That was super weird.
Yeah, so we had Regina's heart, we had Charming's courage. The fourth one, I guess, represented family, which is home.
Innocence.
No, innocence. It represented the magic she's supposed to be able to wield, but can't. It represented the light magic, the most innocent of white magic.
Kind of disappointed it wasn't home then. That's kind of what Dorothy's whole quest is for. So, yeah.
Well, she wanted her innocence back, I guess. Glinda told her, innocence, gotten back is the most powerful.
Yeah.
Because she was innocent. Zelina was innocent, and she didn't know what was going on. No one taught her. No one.
Yeah.
No one was there for her.
Everyone pushed her away.
Yeah, if someone was actually by her side and actually taught her, and then she probably wouldn't have turned out the way she was.
Her father pushed her away before she was even born. Her
Mm-hmm.
mother pushed her away after she was born. Her adoptive father pushed her away. Dorothy forced her into being pushed away. Rumpel pushed her away. Like, it's not like she really did it to herself.
No.
It's, you know, the Dorothy one, maybe.
Yeah.
She, I could see that one being her fault, but as a product of everything that happened to her in the past.
She's wrapped up in the jealousy and the need for revenge because she thinks she deserves it, and it's that's what drives her, and it's comforting because she's like, I have this revenge I can work towards, and I rely on nobody but me.
It's all she has. It's
all
the
she
one
has.
Thing she thinks she has nothing. And I think the reason why Regina talked to her in the cell, I mean, she's trying to give her something that she's never had, a family. She wants to give her a second chance. Because Regina never had a sister.
No. And I think Regina wants a sister.
She never had that family that she wanted. I mean, the only thing that Zelina saw was what she saw in her, just an outsider looking in, never hearing, never seeing what's behind closed doors, what was going on.
So I guess the final thing that I want to ask you guys before we wrap this up, since we know Emma and Hook are going into the past, what do you think they're going to run into back there?
I don't know, but in the trailer they showed Emma in a giant ball gown, and I'm like, yes.
So what ball do we know of that was going on around the time Zelina was born?
Oh, maybe it's coronation or
the marriage.
Marriage, yeah, that one.
Marriage
of Eva and
Leopold.
King. Leopold, yeah, Leo. Forgot his name.
Yeah.
I think Emma and Hook are unintentionally going to break the timeline.
Probably.
Emma's gonna be at her.
They're gonna pull it back to the future. Emma's hand is gonna start turning invisible.
Wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll finally. Maybe she'll finally realize her feelings. God damn it.
Maybe.
But honestly, I'm under the firm belief that.
I know you don't. You're like, nope, not gonna happen. I'm like, yep.
No, it's not that I don't think that it's going to happen. It's just the way I look at those two right now, especially Emma, is that too much shit is going on for feelings to be addressed. I feel like maybe Hook will say something and Emma will just give him bitch face and be like, are you fucking serious right now? Do you know what the fuck is just happening?
I think they're going to find a way to save Neil.
Oh, that would be great.
That's my predictions. I think they're going to fuck something up majorly in doing so, but they're going to save Neil.
Oh, that'd be also bad.
Everything comes with a cost.
Yes, you're right.
As much as
everything
I like
comes
Neil,
with a price, dearie.
As much as I like Neil, I don't want him back.
Aw.
But probably another year is gonna have to go by between this season, next season, or something along those lines, because Henry's growing up again. They gotta keep something going to keep up with him aging.
And she's gonna have her baby. And
yeah.
In real life. So
oh wait. What's the actress's name? God damn it.
Jennifer.
Yes. Jennifer Goodwin.
Yep. I think that wraps things up. Clio, where can the people find you?
You can find me at CleoMoto on Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, Instagram. And you can find me on Twitch at the CleoMoto.
Rachel, where can the people find you?
Find me down here. You're such an ass. At Savannah 17. And they can find me on Twitch at Savannah_. I'm not Illidan, seriously.
You can find me down below at Phenomadom. PHENOMEDOM. We really need the bouncing ball. I did it to myself this time. You can find us all on twitter.com/ASOTV podcast, tvcaptive.com, and Facebook, Gmail, G+, and right here on YouTube, /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Next week, we will have a 2-part show, all crammed in one.
Get your drinks and snacks ready.
Yes, for the finale. I'm sure there will be lots to talk about, lots to speculate on, lots of fun to be had. Can't wait to see what season 4 has in store. Till next week.
Yes.
See you
The
guys
balcony's
later.
closed.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No.